Before we get into Rarity Collection 2, Sleeve Chief has the amazing Yubel deck box available right now. For many people that have been asking about everything that's been going on with Sleeve Chief for their 2-year anniversary, everything that you see over here for the Yubel box is going to be linked down below. Discount code MCL40 is going to save you on your purchase over there. So take advantage of getting the Yubel box today. Everything will be down in the description for you. Let's pass on over to Market Watch. MCL40. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. Before I get into the Rarity Collection here, I do want to give a shout out to myself, actually. We're running the Zodiac Monthly Tournaments again. I'm going to leave a link down below for those of you that want to register. It's dueling book. It is current TCG ban list, but info is legal along with future unreleased cards that might come out this week. So I'll leave a comment down, or make sure you guys join the group so you guys can get in. So we have our first look at pre-sale prices out here from Gamer's Choice. Now remember, discount code MCL40 is going to save you across the board on everything on this set, which is actually a good thing. So, looks like Apollosa and Axis Code Talker are your two biggest movers in this set, actually pushing themselves at $80. And of course, the code's going to save you on your price. And of course, the Dragoon coming in at $50. IP actually coming in at $50. This is pretty surprising to actually see. And I do think we might actually see this bump up a little bit here. Drolls actually at $50. The Ghost Ogre at $40. And of course, wow, $40 on this. We also have QCR Crossouts at $50s. These are going to fly off the shelves. All right, DD Crow's also at $40. Wow. You also have Solemn Strikes and Judgments in this set. These are going to go very quickly. And of course, Guardian Chimeras at 30s. And of course, we have some Ghost Mourners, some Foolish Burials at 30s. Econ actually at 30 for the QCR. 30 on the E-Telly. Surprisingly enough, Cosmics also sitting at 30. Book of Moon, $30. And of course, Underworld Goddess Ultimate Slayer at $20. Twin Twister at 20. Solemn Warning at 20. Wow. And we have some more cheap ones as we shift on through here. This is actually insane to see. Field Spells at 20s. Wow, so many $20 ones. This is actually really good. The Phantasmes at 20s as well. Okay, even the Blue Eyes Alternative at 20. Wow. These aren't going to stick around for long. The Raikou at 15, yeah, that's going to be gone here quickly. Charge, same thing here. Going to be moving pretty quickly here. Alubers at 15, Exceed Encores. $10 on Trishula, that looks about right. I see we have the Rescue Rabbits, or the Rescue Rabbit and the Cats at 10s. Okay, we also have the Omega at $10, that's pretty good. Gold Sark at 10, wow. Fusion Deployment, all of the other good stuff back here at 10s as well. Not too shabby. You do see the Coral Dragons coming around at 10s, Spirit Dragons moving along as well. And of course, yeah, you guys remember the Sol Luna that was in here. Now, what about these collector's rares? Dragoon at 15, the Alpo at 15. You got the Axis Code at 15, it's not too terrible. Guardian Chimera coming in at 10. The Drolls already walking around here at 10s. Crossout coming in at 10, I think, is actually pretty good to see here as well. Phantasmes at 8s. You also have the Drolls at 8s as well. Ultimate Slayers at 5s for the PCRs. That's not terrible. And then, of course, a lot of $5 things rotating through here. Good, and of course, the IPs coming in at 5s. Wow. Moving on along back here. The Mourners and the Ogres at 5s. It's actually good to see. Alternatives at 5s. Okay, not too bad. Sol Luna. This card's $3. I love the fact it's the same price as the Silence. Like, that's actually quite hilarious to be seeing right now. Alright, the Rabbits and Purely at $3 as well. Wow. Alright, there's the Heretic Heavenly Seal at $3 as well. All these PCRs coming in at basically like $3 a piece on the bare minimum is not all that shocking to see. And then, of course, we have, well, your Prismatic Ultimate Rares. Same things here, 15s across the board, 10s with the Drolls moving up in the world here. The Crossout's going to be $10, looks like, across the board here as well, which is not bad. Ray Sloth being a $5 card. I still can't believe that. You also do have your IP moving on along back here at the $5 mark as well, which is good. Your Mourner and Ogre also moving along. Good stuff, actually. Underworld Goddess being $3 is actually beautiful. And, of course, the Silence actually doing their thing as well back here. I'm not surprised by any of this, nor should you be. Like, most of this looks pretty good and pretty cheap. I'm not going to dig too far into, you know, the low end of this set, like especially when you're looking at, you know, your super rares back here. you've got 99 cents across the board for a majority of this stuff. I think you'll be fine. Your most expensive card is Access Code, followed by the Dragoon, and getting a cross out for, honestly, I think $4 at this point is actually kind of insane to think about out here. So there's a lot to unpack with these pre-sales. You know what your top end cards are going to be. You know what you're going to be looking for here for this set. So remember, discount code MCO40 over on Gamer's Choice is going to save you on your purchase. I also want to give a shout out over here to Kong's Cards. Remember, discount code MCO40 is going to save you on your purchase over here as well. I actually wanted to go over some of the sales data that we've actually gotten with Secret Rare Ogres pushing out of stock at 3s and the Prismatic actual collector's rares moving out of stock here as well for this side. It's very interesting to see which cards have actually had some of the biggest movements so far here. Ghost Mortar and Moonlit Chill following it up here with Secret Rares, and actually the Platinum Secret Rares disappearing here. And considering the fact that both of these, you know, there were some major moves, it was actually quite interesting. Platinum Secret Rare did change in this set with how things look. Actually, I think the whole Platinum Secret Rare is actually completely fixed now and actually looks way better. Aluber actually got crated off the market for the quarter centuries at $33 a piece. You gotta love the avid fans of this deck. Dragon Masquerade also got crated off the market at $12, which honestly this was a pretty good price. I don't think you can really complain about a card that, you know, you can now get in a higher rarity available to you. Actually looks very nice. Omega also getting crated off the market. I do think you're gonna, this card is one of those cards you look at and you're like, all right, while the card is limited to 1, you know, is this price point going to be worth it? And I do think you are going to see some continued movement around this card. This is one of, it's also like the highest rarity available to you now. Like, that's a major consideration in things that you want to consider out here. Same thing with the Crystal Wing out here. Crystal Wing sold out at $14. The biggest argument I have for this is you do have the Ghost Rare that was floating around out there. Keep that in mind as you're looking at like the lower rarities and things along the way here for that. Hope Harbinger, same thing. $12 for a quarter century was pretty good. You can get, you know, your other versions of this all readily still available to you. Heretic Heavenly Seals also got bought out at $27. Not all that surprised. The Unchained Soul Lord, Soul of Rage. People want these Unchained cards. You might not believe this, but the Unchained stuff has a major fan base. People are crazy wanting to pick this stuff up. Underworld Goddess, Link 5. You already know this is going to push around. Mind Control, same thing at $16. You also have the Cosmic Cyclones, both crated off for the Secret Rares and these, which I'm not all that surprised yet again. People are looking at these more modern era staple cards and they're like, hey, you know, we want these. Cross Out, I'm not surprised to see this. I do think that you're going to see this card move very quickly. I just don't know where the top end of this is going to be, because honestly, this is the card in the set that I think personally drives the most value. We've also got the Fusion Deployments getting crated off the market at 14s. Still, most of this stuff's pretty cheap. Paralinos actually getting crated off at 40s. I'm not all that surprised either. The Field Spell market for this set is pretty impressive. And, of course, Raceloth, same thing back here. The way the Rarity Collection is structuring itself right now, these buyouts are just continuing to happen. So which draw got bought out here? Oh, the quarter century's gone? Yeah, not all that surprised. You've got so many cards in this set that this is, it doesn't live up to the Rarity Collection 1 vibes. I'm going to say that 100% here. But I also don't know where the ceiling is for this set. I don't know how things are going to hold up because the MSRP is so much more money. And I don't think people, if these pre-sales are going to be this cheap, that just means that there's going to be more kind of hitting the market here. And I'm not really too sure where we go from here. You know what I mean? It's just one of those oddities that as price point increases over time, more and more things, maybe people will just fire sell the set and things will just crater down out of nowhere. I don't really know. But looking at these early pre-sales, I think these are some of the best that we've had in the game. I'm not going to lie about that. You know, getting the chance to pick up some of the cheapest stuff in here. And even as a budget player, you now have alternatives to you can get hollowed rolls for dollars, effectively, to 2 to 3s now, across the board. You know, like I said, discount code MCO40 is going to save you on essentially everything that you want over here on both Kong's and Gamer's Choice. And that's exactly what we're here to showcase. Wow. Make sure you guys check out both. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can grab anything you might want today. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.